Do you ever have too many things? I don't have a problem with shoes or jewelry or clothes, but books, I have way too many books. And these are all the ones that I have yet to read. So then I feel guilty about buying so many books. Today in Variations, we're talking about guilt, and we're talking about shame, and we're talking about grace. I'm glad you're here with us.
I am focused, man. I am following the plan, taking it all in, listening to elders. Whew, man, trying to stay on the right path. It's hard. I laugh. When there's that guilty pleasure, a pirate's treasure found in the depths deep within. I fight myself, I seldom win. You can't tell me nothing. When I'm on, I am on. I'm reading and I'm writing. I might lose myself, losing focus on my health. Like the need for more books on the shelf, I be lying to myself. That guilty pleasure makes me feel sometimes like bad weather, cold, gray, and at times black and blue. Hustle paid the price by putting in the hard work, one step at a time. Victory is mine, in reach, in my mind. Just go, be free. Aristotle once said, happiness, the highest good. Skateboard P once said, clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Guilt ain't the same as shame. Shame comes from others, those who couldn't walk a mile in my shoes. Guilt isn't the way, no time for feeling bad. Give yourself some grace, it can't be all bad.
Guilt. We feel it when we've yelled at the kids when our patience has run out, when we've missed our best friend's birthday, when we watched an entire season of Seinfeld in one night when we should have been doing the laundry. Guilt is the internal feeling we have when we fail to live up to the values we hold. I should be patient with my kids because that's the kind of parent I want to be. I should have planned something for my best friend's birthday because I am so glad she is in my life. I should not have watched all of season 4 because I am out of clean socks and I just don't want to wear dirty socks. Guilt is different than shame. Shame is externally reinforced. Shame comes from what other people say we should be doing. We should not question our teacher, and if we do, we will be ostracized. We should really watch our weight, and if we don't, we won't belong. We shouldn't cry in public or make a scene, and if we do, we will be judged. Guilt is when we say, I did something bad, but shame is when we say, I am bad. That's a big difference. Shame paralyzes us. How can we do anything to fix things when it is we who are bad? Shame tells us we're not worthy. When you've done something bad, when you're feeling guilty about it, or when you feel worthless, what do? Do you protect yourself? Do you get defensive? Do you find something else to blame, like circumstances or your upbringing? Do you find someone else on whom to put the blame? All of these responses indicate you're feeling like there's no way out. Now, some of these reasons or excuses can very well be true, but they don't really help deal with the thing you did. Maybe you offer a weak apology or just ignore the whole situation, hoping it'll go away, but the thing you did has consequences that don't go away. We know we do bad things. The question is, what do we do about it? That's where grace comes in. Grace is a gift from God, from the divine. And the concept of grace appears in some understandings of Buddhism, where grace refers to the power of good karma built up over time through meditation, effort, and spiritual practice. In Hinduism, in parts of India and Nepal, grace is the ultimate key required for spiritual self-realization. In Islam, paradise is attained by grace. Grace is the divine influence which operates in us to inspire good acts, to impart strength, to endure, to resist, and to help us do what's right. Grace is what gives us the power to regenerate after that thing we did. That's what grace is for. Grace is there for us. All we have to do is trust it. Trust that it will be okay to own the bad things we've done and to deal with the consequences of the messes we've made. Grace gives us the courage to say, I'm sorry, to make a change, to try again, to reclaim the values we hold. Grace tells us that no matter how bad things can become, we can believe that it will get better. We can be better. Sometimes we need that grace to take a moment to walk away and to count to 10 before we attempt to yell at our kids. Sometimes we need that grace to apologize and to reschedule that birthday party for our best friend. Some people would say that grace is all about forgiveness, but that's not it. We are shortchanging ourselves if that's all we expect from grace. Grace is about transformation. Transformation of the worst of our actions, the most painful of the consequences, and our greatest sense of unworthiness. Transformation of all those things into the very best of what seems impossible. It is something to think about. I hope we have given you some inspiration around grace, around life, around all the things that could be good in your life. I'm glad you watched today. And if you liked us, make sure you click that like button, subscribe, and share it with your friends. And I do want to know what you think about guilt or shame and grace. So put your comments down below. For me, I'm going to work on this book.